Hello friends, good morning. So today we discuss some summary of chapter number 1 because on 23rd of this month we have question paper of chemistry. So how to appear in exam? So I will give some hint to face question paper of chemistry. So all of you are prepared very well, but according to my opinion, first of all attempt long question in your answer sheet. Why? Because a long question will helpful to prepare a complete theory as well as a short question also. So it will give a complete mark regarding questions. Then after follow decreasing order of marks. So at the end you have to follow 1 mark question. So this is the writing pattern. Now this is the first time in 11th standard that you have to face exam. So be confident and write properly in answer sheet. Don't make overwriting in answer and prepare completely and follow sequence of question answer. So suppose section A. So in section A, if 10 questions are given, then attempt 10 questions in section A, but don't write one of the question of section A into section B, C or D. According to rules regulation of HSC board, that writing portion is not considered, it is not valid. So this is all about exam pattern that you are aware in 10th standard also. It is nothing new. So now let us quickly revise chapter number 1 topic. So in chapter number 1, generally you have to prepare first number, law of conservation of mass, law of constant proportion and law of multiple proportion. Next question is regarding on the base of physical state, classification of matter. So we will start from here. Matter means anything which has definite mass and occupies space. It is called as a matter. So on the base of physical state, it will be classified into 3 types: solid, liquid and gas. So draw a proper diagram of solid, liquid and gas, or write into difference form. Then after law of multiple proportion. Law of multiple proportion in which you have to draw or you have to write total 2 examples: hydrogen plus O2 and hydrogen plus half mole O2. So respectively they will give hydrogen peroxide and water, that you know during regular classes. So in some of the theories it is very compulsory to mention their examples. Then after about SI unit and SI symbols. So in SI unit you have to write 7 physical quantity with their units. Then after small terminology like relation between Fahrenheit and Celsius, Kelvin and Celsius, about formula of density, etc. Then after a most important part remain on the second side is numericals regarding empirical formula, molarity, molality, mole fraction, percentage weight by weight, percentage composition of elements. So now we will quickly revise the formula of chapter number 1. So some of the important points of chapter number 1 I will mention over here that you have to completely prepare during examination. Chapter number 1, on the base of physical state. On the basis of physical state, classification of matter. This is important one. So in this you have to follow classification solid, liquid and gas. Then after mass, weight, volume, density and temperature. These are the short question points, should be asked in 1 or 2 mark. So here the conversions are also possible. Conversion like which? So as far as according to our discussion, temperature degree Fahrenheit is equals to 9 by 5 degree Celsius plus 32. This is the first relation of temperature. Now what is about second relation of temperature? So Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273.15. So this is about Kelvin. Like density rho is equals to mass by volume. So this is the first, this is the second, like weight and mass. But volume, there are several parameters are useful to measure volume of liquid as well as volume of solid compound also. So that you have to prepare from the given study material. Then after several laws. So I will write. Then after you have to follow law of conservation of mass. Matter can neither created nor be destroyed. Number 2, law of constant proportion. So in this law, according to law of constant proportion, Joseph Proust, he told that in a matter, a constant proportion by weight is observed in any compound. Third one, law of multiple proportion. Law of multiple proportion. So here you have to write two examples like H2O and H2O. So here it is very necessary to write two examples, and here indicate the ratio of oxygen and dioxygen, means 16:32 or 1:2. Then after next part is about molar mass, calculation of molar mass. So you are given with a name of compound or formula of compound. You have to remember atomic mass of individual element. It is very helpful to calculate molar mass. So in a regular session we will calculate molar mass of number of component. Moreover, a second formula is regarding numerical, is regarding empirical formula and molecular formula. Empirical formula and a molecular formula. So you have to prepare several numericals regarding empirical and a molecular formula. They are the long question, means they will ask in 5 marks. So be prepared for the 5 mark numerical. Almost one numerical asked on the base of empirical and molecular formula. Then after, regarding concentration units, you have to prepare several numericals that are given in exercise. Is it? So for that numerical, if you want to solve this numerical, you have to prepare formula which are given in study material. Then after some formulas regarding concentration unit, like first one, percentage weight by weight, means weight of solute upon weight of solution. Into percentage we have to multiply it with 100. Second formula is regarding molarity. So the symbol of molarity is capital M is equals to moles of solute upon volume of solution. So we can remember this formula, or we have other choice. Molarity M is equals to, what do you mean by mole? Mole means N is equals to W upon M, means weight upon molar mass. So apply this formula over here. So I will write weight of solute upon molecular weight of solute. It will give moles upon volume of a solution. If a volume of solution is given to ml, then you have to multiply here 1000, but most probably you have to convert into liter. So what is the main point about molarity? So short question will be asked from here. Is it temperature dependent or independent? So we can say that here volume of solution, volume means it is a liquid solution, so always liquid is depend on temperature. So we will write it is temperature dependent. It is temperature dependent. So such a type of short question will be asked in our examination regarding molarity. In a similar manner, formulas of molarity and a mole fraction. So molarity, so definition is given in our study material, that 1 gram per mole substance is dissolved into 1 kilogram of solvent. Here the mass of solvent is used over here in term of kilogram. So molarity, the symbol is small m. It is moles of solute to the weight of solvent. You can replace weight by mass also. So mass of solvent in kilogram. So we have other formula. What do you find mole? N is equals to W upon M. So apply this formula over here. So we have molarity M is equals to weight of solute upon molecular weight of solute into mass of solvent, always in which unit? Kilogram. So what is the short question regarding a molarity? Is it temperature dependent or independent? So we can say that here there is absence of volume word. If volume is not associated with this quantity, then we can say that it is independent of temperature. So it is independent of temperature. It is independent of temperature. This is a short question that you have to prepare from study material. Then mole fraction. What do you mean by mole fraction? So mole fraction of any compound is moles of that component upon total moles. So suppose we have binary solution, means component 1 and component 2. Then what is the mole fraction of component 1? That we know very well. X1 is equals to N1 upon N1 plus N2. And for component 2 mole fraction X2 is equals to N2 upon N1 plus N2. So the sum of mole fraction always equals to 1. Next term is mole fraction. So its symbol is X. For a binary solution, binary solution means for component 1 and component 2. It having two components, 1 and 2, that's why it is called as a binary solution. Mole fraction of component 1. Mole fraction of component 1 is given as X1 is equals to mole of that component upon total mole N1 plus N2. Similar, mole fraction of second component X2 is equals to N2 upon N1 plus N2. And sum of mole fraction always equals to 1. So you have to remember, this is short question. sum of mole fraction always equals to how many? It always equals to 1. It is not more than 1. If it is less than 1, like 0.98, 0.99, etc. But it is not more than 1, like 1.1 or 1.2. So maximum the sum of mole fraction equals to 1. Then you have to follow exercise numericals, which are completely given through the method in your study material or in PDF file. So that we can solve in regular Zoom classes also. So you all are very aware with how to solve that numerical, is it? So be prepared about chapter number 1. It is very easy. There is nothing difficult for you. Prepare very well and attempt and appear in a very good manner. Best of luck.